Hello everyone. This is going to be my video over um, two movies, talking about them separately and comparing. So my first movie is going to be Hiroshima, amour, 1959. Alain Resnais, not sure how to pronounce that properly. The second one's going to be The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, 1962, Tony Richardson, which is a much easier name to pronounce. Okay, so starting with Hiroshima, the story and the style of the film. The cinematography style of the film kind of made me feel like I was slipping into a dream, one that you don't quite understand, but it lingers with you for a long time, like you can't get it out of your head. It's about love, loss, memory, and how history leaves its scar, not just on places, but on people. The nonlinear storytelling makes it feel fluid, like jumping between a present-day love affair in Hiroshima and a past romance in war-torn France. The cinematography is kind of haunting. It's stark with black and white images, intimate close-ups, and lingering shots that pull you into the emotions of the characters. The dialogue is almost hypnotic. There's a lot of repeating phrases, kind of like echoes of memories, that just don't go away. One of the moments that hit me the most was the opening sequence. It really stunned me. It begins with bodies intertwined, covered in what looks like ash or dust, then cuts to devastating images of Hiroshima's aftermath. The contrast between tenderness and destruction, kind of in your face, as if love and pain are inseparable. It set the tone for a film that isn't just about two lovers, but about how history shapes us in ways it's hard to escape from. Next one, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, 1962. The style and the story, this one kind of grabbed me in a completely different way. It was a very different film. It's raw and rebellious and angry. It follows Colin, a working-class teenager thrown into a juvenile detention center, or a borstal, where he's given a chance to redeem himself through long-distance running. But this isn't a redemption story. It's about defiance, about choosing dignity over conformity, even if it means losing. The gritty, handheld cinematography makes it feel realistic, like you're running right alongside Colin, feeling his every breath, very in his face. The voiceover narration puts you inside his mind, and you can't help but root for him, even if it's self-destructive. The part that really hit me the most, I guess, was the final race. Colin is way ahead. He's about to win, but then he stops. He just stops, standing there as everyone watches, refusing to cross the finish line. It really made me mad. Because, it made me mad because I wanted him to finish the race, but at the same time, it wasn't about that. It wasn't just about the race. It was about refusing to be a pawn in a system that only values people when they play by the rules. So he refused to play by the rules. His silence in that moment was louder than any words. It was a middle finger to authority, to expectations, the idea of success when a success means obedience. So yeah, okay. So moving on to comparisons on the films, talking about Hiroshima. This film feels like poetry. It's very introspective and abstract, deeply emotional. And compared to The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner, it's less about rebellion and more about remembrance. Instead of fighting against the system, these characters are battling their own pasts and the weight of history. The fragmented storytelling mirrors the way memory works, like unreliable, fleeting, but deeply felt. So the next one, where Hiroshima is quiet, aching, and meditative, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner is loud in its resistance, even when nothing is said. Both films deal with pain, one through memory and one through rebellion. They both reject traditional storytelling. one through fragmented time, the other through internal narration and moments of raw silence. But while Hiroshima asks, can we ever truly forget the loneliness of the long distance runner, which is a very long title, I'm now noticing that after saying it like 5 or so times, the message is, I refuse to be controlled. So both films left me feeling something deep, but in different ways. One made me kind of sad in like a mournful way, and the other made me have like a fighting sort of spirit as I was watching it. So, yeah, thought they were both pretty good films. They both just had very different kind of perspectives. So, thank you. Bye.